The feeling of being stressed results from feeling unable to cope with certain demands or issues, whether it's work, relationships, financial pressures, or anything that threatens a person's well-being. Stress can arise from many different types of situations. It is important for people to take steps to manage stress to prevent it from being a chronic condition. There is no doubt that stress can be a motivator as well as necessary for survival. How and when to react to danger is determined by our flight or fight response mechanism of the body. Stress, however, can be harmful to a person's mental and physical health when the body becomes easily triggered or when too many stressors or issues are present. Here's an example: having to deal with good and bad stress. So you have a work project, which can be a motivator, good stress, or it can be stressful in terms of making you nervous and anxious, which could be considered a negative stress. Stress starts to interfere with our ability to get things done at work or school or to maintain relationships, then it's considered a negative stressor. It can also cause unhealthy habits such as over drinking or maybe taking drugs, and can impact our health and well-being. We can have high blood pressure, immunization issues, depression, anxiety. So that's why stress is a concern. Understanding the causes and effects and how to deal with stress is so important. Sometimes people confuse stress with anxiety, but stress is usually a reaction to something that we have control over, or that we have different aspects of our lives that we can't manage. Sometimes anxiety or anxious, worrying feelings can also be present. So one thing that we know, if we learn how to manage our stress, then it helps us to manage, of course, our anxiety as well. Also, stress levels are different. Different people maintain different types of stress. Sometimes it's related to genetic or cultural factors, physical, psychological, and environment factors. So stress can cause different people to react different ways depending on what they have in their personal history and also what they're going through, their array of coping skills, their support system, and what things they already have in place. Our goal is to try to address our stress so that it doesn't turn into a chronic type of stress situation. So, becoming aware of what things may cause you stress can be very, very, very important. Things that can stress us: pressures at school, at work, relationship conflicts, breakups, losing a job, financial worries, illness and injury, as well as other events that may be concerning. Managing our stress is very, very, very important. While most people have at least one or two healthy ways to deal with stress, some people have a few coping skills that can help them that are healthy. We just want to review with you that addressing your stress in a healthy manner is the best way to deal. We're always concerned with overuse of drugs and alcohol, which temporarily may numb an issue and impacts our ability to cope. We want to talk about healthy strategies that we can use to manage our stress. We're always going to have stress. Stress is always here for us to deal with. And managing and dealing with it is so very, very important. Please stay tuned for some strategies on our next session that will give you some tips for managing your stress.